Hey guys, it's Lady Churro here, and welcome back to my Queendom of Random. Oh my god, it's been forever. Let's just say, 2020 is a thing. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it, because I posted a video on it, I already got my thoughts out there about it. I almost cried during that video, so I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna get something more positive. I guess this won't be entirely positive, but whatever, it's gonna be better than that video. So yeah, it's been 2 months, I believe. So my bad. I keep saying I promise I'll do this, and I never do it. I swear I'm going to change that. I'm going to. Now we're coming back to Hetalia Headcanons, and next up on the chopping block is France. It was supposed to be Norway and Ukraine, then France. But because I'm an idiot, and okay, I'm not an idiot. I think I was still half asleep. I forgot the password on my phone because I have an iPhone, so it usually just scans, but it just looks at my face, and that's how I unlock it. I forgot my password, so we had to reset. So we had to reset my phone back to its factory settings. And I completely forgot that to free up some space, I didn't back up any of my photos. So the videos I had for Norway and Ukraine headcanons, gone. And my Google Photos, that was meant to save all my photos, didn't save all my photos and videos. I mean, yeah, it saved the important videos of videos of my family and stuff like that. But I also had screenshots of stuff I like to read, and that disappeared because of it. So yeah, I'll do Norway and Ukraine at a later date. I do have a very special friend coming into town at the end of the month. So more than likely, what I'll do is that since Norway is one of our favorite characters, we'll probably do the headcanons together. I don't know. I'll ask her when she gets here. I'm not gonna see her till the 26th. So anyway, I'm gonna skip over Norway and Ukraine for the moment. I'll probably come back to Ukraine. I'll come back to them, definitely. But I'm just gonna keep moving forward because France is way overdue for this, because my first headcanon video was supposed to be on France, but even though the music came with my Surface, YouTube claimed the music in the background as copyright. So I had to redo it. That's why I think I even explained the German headcanon video. That's the reason why. So, enough rambling. France is long overdue for this. Let's get to some France headcanons. Yes! France has lost everyone he's ever loved. He only sleeps around because he doesn't want to get hurt anymore. It seems like France. Like he has a reasoning for him sleeping around. France is more of a gentleman than Arthur. Despite the popular belief, he tends to do more. He tends to want more than a physical relationship. When he loves someone, he would do anything to make them happy. Yes, what do you expect from the country of love? I accept this. France may act like a pervert, but he could never imagine sex without love and wouldn't sleep with someone he wasn't completely devoted to. Again, country of love. This makes total sense. Stop calling France you know what. He's the country of love. Consent is important to him. Ah! Wait, did I mention this video is not for kids? I usually try to say that, but I forgot. So I'm saying it now. Alright, France was the first nation to style China's hair before. Before, China had always worn its hair down. He decided on a simple ponytail pressed over the nation's shoulder. China has kept the same hairstyle ever since. Yay. Whatever the SIP name for France and China, their SIP intensifies. France isn't seemingly self-centered, arrogant, France isn't the seemingly self-centered, arrogant, flirtatious Frenchman he projects to the world. But he's really a passionate, excitable, romantic, and tender person at heart. He puts up a mask thinking that he must be great, he must be glorious, and nothing otherwise. When at heart, he's really just a broken nation with a long, painful history. Yes. Protect him. Yes, I love him. And the picture on this is not helping. He's crying, so. France never had a childhood. Rome took it away from him. That's why he acts so childish now. Oh yeah, I forget that when it comes to like the Roman empires, like the nations that came from him, France was one of them. I forgot. Okay. France is sick and tired of being called. Okay, I'm gonna say the word. Be warned. He's sick and tired of being called a rapist or a pervert by everyone he knows and by those he just recently met for 2 reasons. He's met rape victims personally, and he just can't imagine putting someone through that kind of pain. He's also just a count that likes to express his love to people in other countries since his meaning of everlasting love has been twisted around. He's been through so many wars and tragedies, yet still managed to fall in love over and over again. When Joan died after being forced to watch her burn at the cross, he's been after that same everlasting love feeling in someone else. He still has yet to find it, yes. France, we love you. Oh, here's more of the stuff about him being a pervert. Great. It saddens France deeply when other countries refer to him as a pervert. So every Valentine's Day, he sends flowers to every country, but he signs the card as your secret admirer, knowing they would get rejected if they knew it was him. Why does he do this? So every country can feel loved. Ah, I would love that. Your secret admirer? Like, what? After the death of Joan of Arc, France didn't become weak. In fact, her death led France to a heated war and defeated England himself. Joan was and always has been France's greatest victory. Oh, here we go. France's birth name was not Francis. Francis means Frenchman. But when France was born, he wasn't a Frenchman. He was a Gaul. I think that's how you say that. When France was born, his mother named him the gift of God, or Maze. Maze? I hope I'm saying that right. Because he was such a beautiful gift that the Lord had given to her. Aww. The name Francis was given to him when the Franks came. He was conquered and told, "You are now a Frenchman. You will be called as such. Your name is now Francis." Oh, that's horrible. Years passed and France became known as Francis. He never could change back to Maze. When France finally had a son of his own, he wanted to honor his mother. He decided to call his son by what his mother wanted him to be called. Of course, he couldn't call him Maze, as it was an old Celtic name that was no longer in use. So he gave his son a more modern, angelized version, Matthew. I've seen that one before. I think that's adorable. Despite the Napoleonic Wars being the height of his power, he feels guilty for being responsible for Holy Rome's dissolution and for taking away Italy's childhood love. Oh, but you didn't. He was reborn as Germany. This is fact at this point. I think I said that in the Germany video. It's fact. Solely fact. Any more? I know the last time I did this, I found a lot. Okay, here we go. He's nowhere near as confident as he makes himself out to be. Oh, it's none of one of these headcanons. He doesn't think anyone will ever love him, and the other country thinks he's a rapist and a pervert, and that hurts him more than he lets on. But he pretends it doesn't matter because he thinks no one would care if he showed them how he really feels. And that hurts him most of all. Ugh. Angst. Ugh. Why is Hetalia all about angst? Why? France took England in and nursed him back to health after the Great Fire of 1666. England was unconscious and on the brink of death for a short while. Afterwards, it has no memory of this. No. Fruit intensifies. I can't read that. Ooh, here's a good one. I just saw 50 Shades of Grey and I'm like, what? It was a headcanon that France is by far the most disgusted with 50 Shades of Grey. Imagine him holding seminars and speaking about how 50 Shades of Grey disguises abuse as love. Imagine him reaching out and helping real-life victims of abuse, because France is the country of love, and abuse is not love. Love is something that should not be forced on others. Yes. 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 France is the country of love. Yes. I support this. I forgot how much I like France. I really did. Crap, I can't read this. Ooh, no, I'm gonna try to. It's tiny, but I'm gonna try to read it. France was a wonderful parent. He gave Canada away to England because he knew he was on the brink of bankruptcy and only wanted Canada to live in a luxurious lifestyle, unlike his economy. And even though Canada grew up in England's house, England rarely noticed him, but France did, because he knew he was his son. I think that's what it said. That's adorable. Yes. Oh crap, I want to read that, but that's something different. It's not France. What's this? Is there a France? This is a ton of headcanons. Is there a France one? Oh, there is. France constitutes Italy's. Sorry if I butcher some friends here. Les Bossules, the hair curls. That's what it translates to. I studied Spanish, not French, so. No matter what time period someone met France, he was smiling. He was just happy to be alive and lived to be happy. It's a trait that he passed on to America and Canada. Aww. Yes, all the space family crap. Yes. I love it. Whenever France really misses Canada, he smokes to remind himself of the smell that came from the chimney in the cabin where Canada lived. Canada lived in when he was younger. Aww, so cute. I still don't think that's a good reason to smoke, but still, the thought is there. Even though England seemingly hates France, France has been there for him his whole life, and England is grateful for that. You better be. Dang it, I just want one more, and then I'll read a nice little quote. Stop giving me fruit stuff. Francis isn't a disgusting pervert or just a booty call. He's Matthew's beloved papa, and it's the one of the few things Matt will raise his voice over. Yes! Yes! He's like, you sons of bitches. Pardon my language. He's like, you sons of bitches. He raised me. I love him like a father. He is my father. He is my papa. I wish I could do a Canadian accent, but I can't. But, yeah. And I think that's a good note to end it on. And where's that quote I was going to read? Crap, I lost it. I was going to read it. That's how I was going to end it. Crap. I'm going to find it. It was a beautiful quote. It's like I think he said it in the anime. Oh, here we go. Those who call themselves ugly don't realize that someone thinks they're the most beautiful person in their eyes. I kind of went to some kind of accent there at the end. Yeah, but I think he actually said it in the anime. Whether that was the dub or the Japanese, whether that was the English dub or the Japanese, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he said that in the anime. But yeah, and that's all I got for France. Everything else is just fruit or face family stuff, and I'll get to stuff like that at a later date. So yeah, I made up for France after the first screw up of Hetalia headcanons. I was glad I finally got to make up for it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as you know, this is a whole series, so I got some other videos. My most popular video is my headcanons on Romano. That's gonna crack 90 views, which makes me super happy. And the one before that, I have Austria headcanons, which was actually very interesting. I actually came to like Austria a little bit more after that. But yeah, next person on the chopping block will be, let me look at my little map here. I believe it is Prissa. I wanted to do the Bad Touch trio all together because I love them so much. And even if they're called the Bad Touch trio, I don't think they're all that bad. Okay, maybe Spain is. I love him, but I know he's done some questionable things in the manga. Otherwise, they're mostly innocent for the most part. They've also been around a while, so I know they all done some horrible crap. So, anyway, check out these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.